Welcome to Media Minute. For this episode, we're fixing movies. We'll be back right after this. Welcome to Media Minute. I'm Michael Forward.
I'm Chris Raskowski.
And I'm Rachel Edge.
And as I mentioned, for this episode, we're taking a look at some movies that had some problems, maybe applying some Band-Aids, maybe trying to work out how the story might work if we go back and look at them. Who wants to start this week?
Pause.
You start, Mike.
Waiting.
Yeah, sure. I can start, I suppose.
I don't have many, so
Yeah.
I only got two. But
Okay.
I got other stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
So
that's fine. That's fine. We're looking forward to it. For mine, I'd like to go back and fix the 1997 Joel Schumacher Batman and Robin, considered like one of the worst films, if not, or Batman films at least.
I don't even think it needs to be considered.
Yeah,
It's just bad.
yeah. It's got the Bat
Yeah.
credit card. It's that one.
That's the one with the nipples, right?
No, that was Batman Forever, the one before, I think.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That was George Clooney.
Yeah. Or no, Kilmer, I think, was in that one. I don't know, like the bad Batman movies kind of like amalgamate in my mind. This is the one that has Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Schumacher one.
Yeah.
That was not good.
It does have like one of my favorite like lines though. She's trying to kill you, Dick. Batman, of course, talking to Dick Grayson, but yeah, that's about the highlight of that movie. Of course, you got Schwarzenegger doing all sorts of ice puns.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You had to appreciate it, though. Like, he committed.
He did. He did. In terms of fixing this movie, I would cut Poison Ivy because she's in it
Really?
too. Yeah. Like, focus on Mr. Freeze.
I like Poison Ivy better.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I would recast Freeze. Like, I wouldn't have Schwarzenegger. You need someone with...
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go Statham.
Yeah. Yeah, that would work for modern.
Statham?
Yeah,
Jason Statham?
As Mr. Freeze, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
That would work.
Aren't we like... I thought you were like sticking to like that year or like that decade, because I feel like Statham would be
no,
like
there's no
really
rule.
Yeah,
out of place
there's
there.
no. But yeah, at least get someone with like an awesome voice and some gravitas. Like Schwarzenegger was not Mr. Freeze material.
Yeah,
No.
probably not.
Yeah.
You gotta wonder though, like who else like auditioned or like turned down the role like to get to the point where
Like I'm thinking like
picked
a Charles
Schwarzenegger.
Dance or someone like that, someone with like
Yeah.
I don't know, even Patrick Stewart. This like
Ooh.
Mr. Freeze is a scientist, right? He's not
Yeah.
like super buff or
The-
anything.
yeah.
I doubt there was much of an audition. I feel like this is one of those times.
Yeah,
where
that
it's
was like peak Schwarzenegger or like the tail end of
Yeah,
peak
it's-
Schwarzenegger. So
kind of handed.
I don't
him the
even know
role.
if he was governor then. I think that was pre-governor Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I think so too.
yeah. But yeah, here's how, like, in terms of the story, the easiest way to fix it, Mr. Freeze is based on the kind of Batman cartoon Mr. Freeze, which is considered like the pinnacle. So just basically take the episode from the Batman animated series Heart of Ice, where they introduce like the whole his wife is sick and he's basically trying to heal her. Just basically focus on that story, and there you go. That's how you fix
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Yeah, that's-
Like, he's got a sad backstory.
He does. And
Yeah.
like he was a goofy villain prior to the animated series. He was just like a guy with an ice gun, and then like in that Batman animated series, that's where they brought in the whole
Nice to see you.
ice to see you. What finished the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Yeah, I mean those 90s Batman movies were kind of goofy, so just kind of like de-goofify it, and
All right.
give it a bit of gravitas, and I think that would have worked.
So would you do it more like a Zack Snyder kind of vibe, or
Yeah, maybe or Nolan.
yeah?
You know.
Okay.
Imagine like Nolan, like the Nolan Batman movies are basically considered the best ones. So if you had
Yeah,
Nolan
I would-
directing Mr. Freeze, I don't know.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm down for it.
Anyway, that's my first fixer upper. Who wants to go next?
I'll go, I guess.
Yep.
Home Alone 3.
Yep.
I'm not gonna touch the first two. 'cause
I was actually considering Home Alone 3 myself. So
Really?
I'm glad that you took it.
But instead of the kid that they cast,
Yeah.
just replace him with the kazoo kid on loop.
Okay.
Problem solved.
Yeah. There you go.
That's it. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just have Macaulay Culkin.
Fixes everything.
Yeah. They should have just kept Macaulay Culkin. He just keeps getting older and ends up in like home invasion situations like every week.
Oh my god!
It's,
yeah,
it's like
that'd be awesome.
it's like one of those murder mysteries, like Murder She Wrote, where like the old lady shows up and then everybody dies.
Yeah, Home Alone as like
yeah.
Home Alone 36.
Yeah, Home Alone 36.
Where he's like 48.
He's like, oh man, someone's at the door again.
He's just lonely.
He's just lonely. They break into my home, but they always break my heart.
Oh,
Why does everyone abandon me?
Why do they keep going to the airport without me?
that's actually so depressing, though.
Yeah, in a world
Where your parents abandon
where your
you
parents are buried
every Christmas.
Yeah, every Christmas you're abandoned, left behind.
You'd think they would remember at least 1 year.
Home Alone 24, still alone.
Home Aloner.
Home Aloner, yeah.
Yeah,
Two home, two alone. Tokyo Drift.
I mean, yeah, you got the house to yourself
Yeah.
for at
Why
least
not?
maybe like
he
a
sets
week?
up like a race car. They're a rich family anyway. I mean,
Oh yeah,
they have like 8 kids and like a huge house and everything.
They ate. Oh, They ate
No, they
kids.
didn't eat kids.
They had it.
Now that would be a Home Alone where the family's cannibals.
That took a turn I did not expect.
Yeah. Why not?
So Home Alone
Wow.
is a kazoo kid that involves cannibalism.
Sure.
We're
That works.
thinking this out in real time. I'd watch that,
I would too. Yeah, for sure.
and hopefully you will too, because maybe we'll get that made.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Y'all are nuts.
Rachel, why don't you pull us up?
Oh well, with the vibe I'm going with today, there's no. We're not going up.
Okay.
As you could, I don't know if you guys could see this, but I got a new shirt. It says the Losers Club.
Okay.
So I'm going to be talking a lot about Stephen King again because I feel very strongly about his film adaptations.
What do you mean? Langoliers is a classic.
Say again?
Oh, I hated that.
Langoliers.
Yeah.
The airplane one.
The airplane
With,
one, yeah.
I forgot about that one.
What's that guy from Perfect Strangers? Crap.
Yeah, I can't. I don't remember too much about it except for it being.
He was in True Romance.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
Rachel.
Yeah, sorry. So like I guess for like my first like film adaptation fix, it would be Cujo
Yep.
because obviously Stephen King has like a very twisted way of looking at the world. So when it came to like this movie and stuff, I was excited, and then it came to the ending, and it was like, what? Because like I guess like the production studio, they read the original ending, and they're like, that's too depressing. It's
Yeah.
like what do you expect? Like that's Stephen King, right? So it's like a lot of people were upset with the ending. So if anything, I'd probably change the ending. But I also heard that like the actress that played the main character, like they actually tortured her on set to get those like
Reaction shots. Yeah.
right. So I'm also like maybe like add like some less torture. I feel like that'd be a good thing. But
Just
yeah, I don't know.
ease
Like
up a little bit. Dial it back
Yeah.
slightly.
I liked Cujo.
just like
Yeah.
I didn't like the ending. The ending was disappointing because like the thing that Stephen King is has always like talked about in his books and in life really is that there's not very often you get that happy ending, right? So it's like he wanted to like kind of pull that away and be like, life isn't fair. And it's like with the end of Cujo, I feel like they just kind of pandered to the audience because they didn't want it to be too depressing. Although it kind of takes away a huge plot like part in the movie, right? So I would just change the ending. I feel like the original ending in the book was way better.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, solid.
I never read it.
Yeah.
It's a lot darker. The ending of it is a way darker than what they portrayed in the movie.
Well, for people who haven't read or saw it, what's the difference between the two?
Oh, do I want to spoil it?
I
feel like I'd have to.
It's an old film,
Yeah,
so
you're safe.
Yeah, I guess. So basically, like in the film, if people aren't familiar with the ending, they get out. Cujo gets, I think he gets like shot or something. It's been a minute since I've seen it, but it's like they escape, and it's just like they get the rabies shot just to be safe and like all that kind of stuff, and then they just kind of go off and live their life. In the book, the little boy actually died because of like the realness of it kind of thing, right? Like if you're trapped in a car for like over a weekend, like it's very rare that you're going to get out of that situation like alive.
Okay.
And like the mother ended up losing her mind and had to be put in a psych ward.
Sounds very classic King.
Yeah, two totally different endings.
Yeah.
Like I said before, the part of the reason the studio wanted the ending to be more happy was because they were worried that if they kept the original ending, like the audience would be disappointed. But I feel like it lost like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, the impact it had. You know what I mean?
And if you're a fan of the book and you go into the movie and the ending's different, I mean, I feel like you'd be disappointed.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it's like any of Stephen King's adaptations, I feel like very few of them lived up to his writing. But at the same time, like when it comes to his books and reading them, trying to put all of that into like an hour and a half is almost impossible.
He did The Mist, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, and he said that actually the movie ending for The Mist was better than what he wrote.
Yep. There's been a few times where he liked the movie or like the oh my god, the film adaptation better.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen and like from what I've read from Stephen King and like comparing it to the film adaptations, there's a lot that just don't hit the mark.
Yeah, for sure.
Stephen King's opinion on his own movies isn't exactly good.
Well, actually, I have
He didn't
one
like
of the
The
other.
Shining.
Really?
Sorry,
He hated The Shining.
that one. Yeah, I'm like, bruh, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like
And
that was an incredible movie.
He was all like bent out of shape because he wasn't in it.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's right, because he usually, there's usually cameos, right? Yeah.
Kind of like a Hitchcock kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, where would he
pretty sure
cameo, though? I mean, there's only, like, the family.
Yeah, like what do you want to?
Yeah.
Some random,
Like a ghost in the hedge mage or something?
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what did you want?
That's the thing, though. It's like he wasn't in every one of his films like that. He didn't always do a cameo. Because I'm pretty sure in Cujo he didn't do that, and in Pet Sematary he didn't do that in either War or It.
Yeah.
Or no, that's a lie. It in the new one he did, but in the television version, like in
That was the
1979, 1980, it's like he didn't make a cameo in that either. That's only recent Stephen King.
80s. Yeah. Okay. I guess it's back around to me.
Yes.
For me, it's fixing a movie by a single director because he's released so many bad films. Uwe Boll.
Uwe Boll. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
All right, we can do Uwe Boll.
Yeah, maker of such classics as House of the Dead, Alone in the Dark, Dungeon Siege, Postal. All video game adaptations. And, basically the theory is that he's making these fantastic movies as a tax break.
Remember when he fought that dude?
Yeah, he actually went into a boxing match with like one of his critics.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he put out he was just like,
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, everybody's criticizing me, so I'm going to fight somebody.
and someone accepted the challenge.
Yeah, and the person who challenged him lost. Like, Bull won.
yeah, oh yeah, he kicked the crap out of him.
Yeah. But, literally there was an online petition to ask him to stop making movies.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Yo.
But, so take any movie by him and give it to a different director.
Yeah, they're mostly bad.
Yeah. That.
They're. I swear I've seen one or two that weren't actually terrible.
Sure.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't remember what they're called, so maybe, they weren't that
like,
good.
as far as I know, he's still making movies.
Is he?
Not so much video game adaptations. I think he's got his own stuff going on.
Huh.
Yeah. But yeah, my second answer is like a quick one. Like, just don't let him take any more video game adaptations.
Just 86 Uber.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he's not allowed anymore. On a
I don't
side
know.
note, though, I gotta
appreciate him.
say that's the fact that he like fought like one of his critics like in a boxing match. Like I gotta give him respect for
it's pretty
that.
wild.
Like,
It's pretty wild.
That was fun. That was a fun watch.
Yeah.
That was better than most of his movies.
Yeah, probably.
there you go.
But no, I'm glad he exists.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a contrarian.
I mean,
He don't give a damn.
no. So,
It sounds like I've actually never heard of the director before, but like from what you guys are telling me, it just sounds like he just does what he wants to do. Or
Pretty
he's kind of
much,
like,
yeah.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
This is what I like. So here you go.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's my second answer.
Nice.
Chris, I think is back to you.
Sure. My second one is it's not really funny or anything, but I wouldn't mind seeing a version of Fight Club
Yep.
where Tyler Durden is actually real
Yeah.
and not just like
A
Norton's-
psychological
Yeah.
projection, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with you on that. I feel like if you took away the psychological aspect of it, it would be
it would totally change
Yeah, it would
the
be a
point of the
different
movie.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
But yeah, I think I would like to see that version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever read the novel that's
Oh,
based
the
on?
Chuck. I
Yeah.
can never say his last name. Chuck Palahniuk.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never read the novel. So.
No, I haven't. I've read some of his books and they're amazing.
Yeah.
But I never get around to Fight Club.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that soon.
Maybe
Yeah,
that should be a
book review?
topic, like, yeah, book adaptions that we do. We should do like a book adaptions episode one of these days.
But
like
yeah.
like films we've watched but haven't read the books to.
Yeah, or something like that.
Maybe now's the
I got a few.
time to
Yeah.
brainstorm.
Yeah.
But
Live action brainstorming.
yeah, no, Fight Club where Tyler Durden is real. Obviously it would change the movie completely
For sure.
and like the message and the point of it because it's obviously making a social
Yeah.
social commentary on consumerism and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, it would totally change it, but it would. I'd still watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it would be an interesting concept to see.
Final showdown between Ed Norton and Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Actually,
That'd be cool.
speaking of that though, like Brad Pitt, like actually the amount of weight he lost for that and like the amount of muscle compared to fat, like he was in agony for that role to look like that. Like I think his body fat was like 3% or something, just like stupid.
His BMI was probably like 0.1.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd
it was
even
bad.
give him that. But David
bad.
Fincher, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, do we have a David Fincher tie-in?
I think we do. Yeah.
All right, we'll get to that later.
Yep.
Segway.
Segway. I think we should rename the show Segway. Rachel.
I mean, at this point, we might as well. But yeah, so I'm going to keep on the Stephen King film or novel to film, and the next one is Pet Sematary, because both of them horrendously disappointed me.
Yep.
Yep. Again, I would stick more to the novel, because like I feel like the novel was way more terrifying than either of them could have been. Like the first Pet Sematary that they made, like stuck to the novel way better. But I was excited for the remake because I thought maybe they would incorporate more of it, and they actually took quite a bit away from it, and I was like super disappointed.
Yeah.
Like they changed like a lot of character arcs, and I was like, "What? What are you doing?"
That cemetery?
Yeah.
You don't want to go up there.
Yeah. I haven't seen the more modern one. I've only seen the
You're
original.
not missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like honestly, like the most disappointing part for me was that like all of the ingredients were there. Like they had some great actors. Like I was super stoked about the acting. They had great content to pull from. Like that one was one of Stephen King's best. And it's just like I don't know. I just felt like it could have been way better. It was like
Yeah. It just
wow.
didn't come together.
Okay. It just flopped for me. But
So
yeah,
how
again,
do you fix it?
stick to the book. Stick to your source content. Like, especially for this recent one, because it's like they changed so much in it that was like, what are you doing? Why did you have to change that character?
Yep.
Like, I guess I'm just gonna be full of spoilers this round because in the new one, instead of like the little boy getting run over and then getting buried in the pet cemetery, they did the little girl. And like the reason they did the little boy like originally was because it was more terrifying to think of like a toddler coming at you trying to kill you versus like your 8-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like there was something about that was like way more nerve-wracking, right?
Creepy
So I don't
children.
know, like that part I was like, what? Really? Come on. Like yeah, I don't know.
Yep. Stick to the source material.
That's just gonna be my argument
best
for like
you
all of
can.
the Stephen
Yeah.
King adaptations.
Yeah, there obviously has to be some changes, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, you mentioned Fincher.
Yes.
He directed Alien 3.
That was his hair.
Yeah. Because Cameron went off the project. He actually disowned the film a little bit later. Because, in terms of the Alien franchise, it's not considered the best. Cameron, of course, who made the first couple of films, is disappointed with the story direction as well because they basically killed off most of the survivors at the end of Aliens, which was Bishop, Newt, and Hicks. And Cameron actually said like that was a slap to the face that he had these characters survive at the end of Aliens, and then they just like die off screen at the start of Alien 3.
Yeah, that is a bit of a backhand, hey?
Yeah.
So,
It's like, what did they survive for? Just to die. So
like, I'm trying to build
Yeah.
the universe before.
Yeah.
Well, before it was a thing.
yeah, apparently the pre-production for this was kind of a bit messy. They had like 10 different script writers try their hand in it, including William Gibson, the guy who did the Neuromancer novels.
Oh.
And they actually adapted his script for a couple different things, a comic book and an audiobook. So if you want to see an alternate take of Alien 3, there's that you can read or listen to. Another great follow-up, if you want to ignore Alien 3, play Alien Isolation.
Okay.
It's a game that got released, I think, 4 years ago, but captures the feeling of Alien. He plays Ripley's daughter on like a space station. And of course, there's aliens. So, yeah.
There's xenomorphs.
Yeah. So, in terms of fixing it, though, okay. So, I kind of wrote a treatment
Oh, yeah?
for this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So,
Love that.
it wouldn't be called Alien 3. It would be called Alien Queen. Okay.
All right.
So, you had Newt surviving on like the world in Aliens all by herself. So my thought is that the reason why she survived is the aliens left her alone because she got kind of impregnated by like a queen embryo, and it's slower growing. So
She becomes like part of the dynasty.
yeah, type thing. So anyway, they get frozen at the end of Aliens, and so they get rescued, and of course they scan the cryopods that they're in, and they find this alien queen embryo in Newt. So they de-thaw her and grab the embryo. Then they keep like the other characters on ice for like 20 years. So then after, corporate shenanigans of growing aliens for like...
Oh, Umbrella.
Yeah.
I know it's a different franchise, but it
pretty
still
much.
applies.
But yeah, after like corporate shenanigans, an adult Newt comes back and unfreezes Ripley, Hicks, and Bishop. And then they basically have to... fight the new alien queen.
Get back to business.
Yeah. So, it's basically bad fan fiction at this point, but I don't know how else like you would approach that. So,
Yeah, but like even just your treatment of it was better than the entirety of Aliens 3.
yeah.
Like I would much rather have had that.
Wait, Ripley on a prison planet didn't do it for you?
No,
I didn't
like
mind it.
Newt was
Yeah.
one of my favorite characters. I was so upset when it was like they came back. It's like, oh, she's dead. It's like, what?
Yeah.
How? Like, no.
I'm just remembering
I-
who directed that. Oh, I can't remember his name. It's a French dude. He did Delicatessen. Crap. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking out loud at this point.
Yeah.
I'll throw up a graphic of who I'm talking about, like I do. There we go.
Yep. But anyway, in terms of Alien 3, you got some options like with the William Gibson stuff. You can play the game, or someone could give me money to make Alien Queen.
James Cameron, looking at you.
Yeah. With puppets. No.
I mean, no.
Actually, this is going to be a segue for a little bit later.
Oh, God.
Not yet.
Chris, you got any other films you would fix?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Rachel?
All right, last one. Another Stephen King adaptation, because I'm on that kind of train, and that's The Dark Tower.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Is it just another, follow the source material?
They tried to put, I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's an 8-book series into one movie.
Yep. They hobified it.
Sometimes you gotta. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta.
No, they did not need to do that. Like, they cut out major characters. They didn't even follow the storyline very well. Like, it was just one of those things where it was like, we haven't released a Stephen King movie for a while. Let's do all of this in one.
Yep.
Like, I feel like if they did it as a TV show, it would have done way better. And like, I know a lot of people were actually complaining because when they found out that Idris Elba got the main role as the gunslinger, people were pissed.
Yeah.
Because like it didn't fit what they wanted. Because it's like in the book, it's like he's not like an Idris Elba character. A lot of people were hoping for Clint Eastwood's son. I can't remember his name. Because he fit like that vibe more so, kind of thing. But yeah, like I feel like it would have been a way better idea for it to be a TV show because they would have been able to cover it way more. And I feel like a lot of Stephen King fans would have been like all for that.
Yep.
So, and honestly, Matthew McConaughey played like a wicked Man in Black too. So I feel like he would have been really good like in the series versus like the little screen time that he got.
Yeah, I've actually tried watching it like a couple times, but I could just not get into it at all. It's very rare that like I'll actually stop watching a movie once I get started, but
oh yeah, like both my parents are hardcore Stephen King fans, and I went and saw it with them. And the entire time, I just looked over, and you could just see just pure disappointment. It was just like, it was like, why would you even try to fit that much into one movie and then expect it to be like a blockbuster? Like the thing that frustrated people the most too is that Stephen King was like, "Oh, it's got my seal of approval. It's awesome." And then when he saw how many people were pissed off, that's when he was like, "You know what? You're right." It's like, no, like you told everybody it was going to be good, and then you gave us that. Like one of the most like beloved series in his like writing career. Yeah. That like millions of people have read. You're like he was the one that was like, "Yeah, it's good." And then everybody watched it. It was like, "No, actually this is terrible." Like it was the worst of the worst.
Well, did you see his Shining remake was made for TV?
No.
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
No one
watched it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm not saying that like he's always right in that sense, but I'm saying for like something that was for a series that was that renowned to try and fit that into like an hour and a half, like what are you doing?
Didn't work.
Like really?
Yeah.
Like they're doing right now Amazon Prime. I'm watching this with my parents too. It's Mr. Mercedes, which is another book series by Stephen King. It's a trilogy, so 3 movies or 3 books. And they're doing that by season, so they're doing 3 seasons for it.
Yeah,
it's like sense. Why couldn't you do that for the Dark Tower series?
Yep.
You know, I don't know. If anything, like I would have fixed is just like instead of trying to put that much content onto an hour and a half, is just take it and make a TV series out of it. It would have been a way better watch.
I think a lot more people are like into like this long episode streaming as well, like. Yeah. You know, because Witcher was a book series, and they adapted that into...
The Witcher was a book series?
Yeah. What? Originally, a Polish book series.
Oh.
Yep.
Yep. And a video game.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I know that.
But speaking of which, there's some animosity between the video game makers and the bookmaker, because like they bought the license for it, and it wasn't popular at the time, and the video game basically made it popular. So
popular.
The book guy was like, pay me more money because... yeah.
That's not how that works, dude.
Yeah. Little side note there. So, yeah, I guess that's the end of our first topic. Second topic is movies that never got made, but we would like to see.
Actually, I want to...
Yeah, if you got something, go ahead.
Take us into the weeds.
Okay.
A little bit. A little entertainment news.
Yeah.
Which I just learned about this yesterday. Indiana Jones 5
Yeah, that's
coming at you.
that's
happening.
The thing, yeah.
Serious?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, please tell me Harrison Ford's still it.
Yeah.
How can Harrison Ford still do Indy?
He's on the list. So is Mads Mikkelsen as the villain.
Which is great, by the way.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Oh, I'm
villain.
down for that.
But and this is just internet rumors, but it's probably gonna end up in space. They're gonna.
No.
It looks like they're gonna follow the whole Crystal Skull thing up in beyond the stratosphere, and we're into,
Okay, does that mean Shia LaBeouf is like coming in again? Because they kind of like
he's not in it.
at the
Yeah.
end of Crystal Skulls.
Yeah,
Well, they kind of set him
she's
up to
not
be the
back,
next
eh?
Indy though.
No, he's not back.
No, which is supposed to. Yeah, they did. So I'm guessing like it's going to be another passing of the torch, but it
gotta be.
ends up like kind
Is-
of lefty.
Well, have you guys ever heard like Harrison Ford talk about Indiana Jones like in like interviews and stuff? Like the dude is like, when I die, nobody's allowed to play Indiana Jones. Like no, like he has it in his head that like
Even
they'll
though
never
someone
remake
else
Indiana
has,
Jones.
because there was that young Indiana Jones series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in the 90s.
Oh, that's terrible. But yeah, Indiana Jones 5
Yep.
is in production
Yeah.
apparently. So
Belongs in a museum.
yeah, like I don't know if anyone's excited about that, but
well, like
It's happening.
I don't know. Like, cause I know a lot of people were like, when Crystal Skull was out, people were excited because it was like, oh my god, it's an Indiana Jones movie because there was like so much time between.
And then people saw it.
Like, yeah, and then they were like super disappointed,
Yeah.
and so I don't know.
Yep.
Oh,
Indiana
I don't
Jones
know,
in
man.
space.
In space.
Yeah, like especially if you're gonna throw that in there too.
Again,
like
not official, but starting to look.
if
that
it
way.
is though, like it just sounds like you're reaching. You're just like, you know what, Indiana Jones. We
Yeah,
should do
like-
something with that. You know?
As far as I could tell, Spielberg is not on board. Lucas is not on. Like they're not involved.
Yeah.
It's more of like a Kathleen Kennedy kind of project.
Yeah.
Which people are kind of like.
Yeah.
eh.
That's why I'm saying like passing of the torch to someone who more fits their worldview.
Yeah, people don't.
Yeah.
People aren't really happy about that. Because, well, I mean,
Yeah, but-
Kathleen Kennedy is pretty much single-handedly blamed for
The
ruining
destruction
Star
of Star Wars. Yeah.
which we'll get to.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh god. Oh no.
Yeah, Al,
Yeah.
since we're on the topic,
Might as well. Yeah. Go.
I should have had this page ready. Yes. Rangers of the New Republic.
isn't-
Yep.
Gone.
It's gone, huh?
Oh.
Over.
Yep.
The
That was supposed to have Gina, right? Or Gina.
The Cara Dune spinoff
Yeah.
is, let me get this quote right, not currently in active development.
Yeah.
Not a good sign.
Apparently they've made
Aw,
Filoni
man.
though, Dave Filoni, like the head of Star Wars now or something like that.
Yeah. Some people are happy about that, some
Yeah.
not so much.
Because he's been like the main force behind like the Clone Wars series and stuff like that,
And Mandalorian. I
and the
think.
Mandalorian. So yeah.
So yeah, the New Republic looks like it's not going to happen.
Well, I mean, they announced like 7 or 8 Star Wars projects like
Yeah.
last year. So
oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, isn't there one currently, pardon me, going on right now?
Bad Batch. It's another
That's
animated film that follows kind of the Clone Wars stuff. It's pretty good actually.
Yeah, I haven't checked it out yet, but I've heard good things.
Yeah. I like
Yes,
it
that's
for the most part.
That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I mean, I guess Gina Carano's kind of busy over at Daily Wire.
I guess so.
So, I mean,
She's still getting
Like,
work.
she's not a.
yeah, like she landed on her feet.
oh, yeah.
Yep.
She's not going to just drop everything and
Well,
do this spin off that she kind of got thrown under the bus for.
well, here we're going to segue from that not getting made.
Segue!
Segue.
Hey.
This segue is dedicated to Patrick.
Yes. He enjoys the segue.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. I might as well start off. I would have really liked to see the Nick Cage Superman.
Yep.
I wish
Same.
that got made.
Directed by Tim Burton.
Directed by Tim Burton.
Like, just think about that. Like,
Yeah.
that would have been insane.
The whole history behind it's like,
Did they,
Yeah.
they were making a documentary about that.
yeah,
Did
I'm
that
not
ever
sure if
get-
it came out or whatever. I'm not sure if that's part of the, like the, no, I might be thinking of Superman, but there was like this thing with like Kevin Smith. I'm not sure if it was like Superman or Batman, and they basically wanted him to like he wrote a script or a treatment, and like the director kept insisting on like there be like a giant mechanical spider, and then
Yeah, then it ended up in Wild Wild West.
it ended up in Wild
Yeah,
Wild
that was
West.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Ooh, I got another segue.
Oh. Okay.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah. No. That's about it. I really would have liked to see the '90s Superman with Nick Cage.
All right. Well, this ties into the whole Kevin Smith thing
Yep.
and movies we want to see made. Beetlejuice 2.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Going Hawaiian.
Oh my God. Yep.
Tropical.
Would you still have
Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
Yeah. He could still do it. I
Oh
think.
God.
Yeah.
Who? Okay.
He's coming
who,
back.
Wait, just,
He is.
yeah. But like, side note though, like if Keaton couldn't do it, who do you think could play Beetlejuice?
No one.
Like out of like, right? Like I can't
Yeah.
picture anybody else doing it.
Who can capture that energy?
No, it's
Yeah,
it's Keaton or nothing. It's Keaton or bust.
Keaton or bust, yeah. I agree.
Agreed.
Yeah. Rachel, do you have one?
Yeah, this one's kind of weird. I'm a huge Will Smith fan, but I'm kind of curious to see how this one would have been. And it's Arnold Schwarzenegger and Ridley Scott doing I Am Legend.
Yeah, that would have been something.
I feel like it would have been such a wild
good
ride.
something, or considering that I act Schwarzenegger from my like Batman and Robin treatment. So
But yeah, no, I'm just like, I don't know, because like from what I read, it sounded like a really different movie.
yeah,
Like obviously there's still like he's trying to find the cure and stuff, but like there wouldn't have been as much dialogue. It would have been more so focused on the fact of how absolutely and just utterly alone this person was.
yeah,
And like how he was just silent for most of it because who do you talk to, right? Like it would have been a completely different take than the Will Smith I Am Legend, I think. And the curiosity is just it's high.
Have you ever seen the Omega Man with Heston? I think it was because that was basically based on the same book.
Yeah, no, that was amazing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like 1970s.
Like back when he was like doing like
Yeah,
just banging out classics, Planet
Yeah,
of the Apes,
Heston,
Soylent
yeah.
Green, Omega Man.
yep. I recommend checking that one out because that's a different take on it.
Definitely watch that movie. It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
All right, back to me. Well, apparently Netflix is doing a live action series of this now, but there were talks for a while of Keanu Reeves doing Cowboy Bebop, playing
What?
Spike. Yep.
For real?
Yeah, this was back in 5 or 6 years ago. Like he's not attached to it now, but yeah, they were working on a Cowboy Bebop movie with Keanu.
Yeah, I'm totally
Spike.
cool with that.
Yeah, would have loved to see
Yeah,
it.
100%.
that would be money.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
you know,
Ooh.
I'm
Okay.
sad it didn't happen, but I'm still looking forward to the Netflix series because I want to
So-
see what they do with it.
So is that never gonna happen?
Yeah, I'm curious.
No, yeah, I mean Keanu's getting up there now.
Yeah, he's
he's
busy
yeah,
too.
yeah,
He's probably. Yeah, I don't know.
yeah. Because
Uh,
I think Spike in that series is like 20s or 30s.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like an
Yeah.
old.
He's
like-
not John Wick age.
Yeah, he's not John Wick age. But yeah, that one.
That sucks though.
I wish that would have happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jorodowski's Dune was another one.
Yep.
Yes.
Terry Gilliam's
My God.
Don Quixote.
Yeah, that would have been great.
We've already talked about this stuff, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to rehash all of it.
Do you have another? Is that one?
Nope.
Okay. Rachel?
Hold on, sorry. My notes are really disorganized.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if out of my research here, I don't know if I really have
Yeah.
any.
I'm
Okay. It's not really a remake, but I'm kind of curious to see, like, because the original director for the new It series, like, keep it on that Stephen King vibe, like the ones that were just recently done, the original director for it was, what was his name? Sorry. He wanted it to be way darker. Cary Fukunaga, I think is how you say it. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong, but like,
She's probably not watching.
is some of
Yeah.
Or he's not. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know, but still, his was like a way darker version. Like, extremely dark. Like he wanted to stick to this like the Stephen King violence of it. Like there's certain things that they cut out in the new one that I thought was probably a good call because there were certain things that was like a little too intense for even just an R rating, right?
Yeah, isn't there like
But
Yeah, there's a scene in the book that a lot of people talk about that.
involving
they were-
Involving the kids. So
just non-consensual
Yeah.
activities.
yeah,
Yep, that was like one of the scenes that was one of the scenes he wanted in the script.
yeah.
There was another one too where when Georgie gets snatched, he wanted to show like the entirety of that.
Oh,
If you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
Okay. So like in the
I'm not trying to throw you into a minefield here. I just
I'm
honestly
trying to
don't
do it
know
so
what-
like it's not. Basically, they wanted to see Pennywise like devour Georgie instead of just like him like ripping his arm off and then pulling him to the sewers.
Yeah.
He wanted to show all of it, kind of thing. And the studio was kind of like, you know what? Appreciate the art, but no. And that's part of the reason he actually walked away was because they wouldn't let him go as dark as he wanted to go with it.
Well, it was made for TV.
yeah.
So, yeah,
No.
you can't be killing kids on TV. Well, I guess CSI.
No,
did
no.
a lot.
I'm talking about like the
The new series.
recent-
Oh, the new one. Okay.
The
I'm
new
sorry,
It.
my bad. I was
Yeah.
thinking of the original.
No, like the new one. Like the whole reason that he walked away because it's like he was supposed to direct both of them because they like he signed on, he wrote the script like and everything. Like he was the guy who was doing all the work. And then the studio read it and they're like, "Yo, there's some stuff in here that like is just not okay to go for." And like even Stephen King, like the one scene with all of the kids, he even said he's like times are way different than what they were back then. He's like, "Don't include this in here." And he
Oh, dude.
I think we.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Good thing I already have a graphic made for this.
Yeah. Do. And we're back after that little technical difficulty. I guess maybe things got too dark.
a little
sinister.
bit. I think
Too sinister.
Discord was not appreciative of what I was talking about.
Maybe not.
But yeah, I'm curious. I don't know if I would enjoy it as much as I do enjoy like the current It, but the curiosity is there. I'm curious on like how much he would have pulled from the book.
Yep. Well, I've mentioned this in passing before, but they've been working on like a Robotech movie for quite a long time.
In space?
In space, space battles in space. Tobey Maguire was actually like attached to a version of it like maybe like 10, 15 years ago when he was still
Really?
relevant. So,
Interesting.
yeah, I would have liked to have seen that version. But apparently they're still working on it, so I don't know if it's actually going to happen. But yeah, Toby, I don't think is attached anymore. So,
Speaking of movies that were worked on for a long time,
yeah,
Army of the Dead.
yeah, it's out.
I watched it.
There we go.
Yeah.
How was it?
Not great.
I think
Really?
that's the consensus with like most reviewers.
Yeah. Everyone's already seen this movie. You got a motley crew, a variety of like wacky,
Yeah.
unique
It's a
characters.
heist movie.
Yeah, it's Ocean's 11
Yeah.
with zombies. Actually, no, it's not even zombies. They're closer to orcs.
Okay.
There's like a king and a queen and the whole hierarchy.
Yeah, like from what I heard, it's like the way that they did the zombies was more of like they were smarter.
Yeah.
Like they were like actually intellectual zombies, and I'm just like,
Well, I wouldn't
doesn't
say
that go against like
intellectual, but
zombies?
they definitely form their own society and
Yeah.
have like I said, a hierarchy.
Which is a nice concept, like an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't pan out.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. But actually, in the opening scene, I'm pretty sure this was a nod to one of the first zombies in George Romero's Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
But like the original zombie grabs this one soldier and just kind of rips off his jaw.
Yeah.
That's probably the most ineffective zombie you could possibly make.
Yeah.
If you don't have a jaw, you can't bite anybody. You're just all overbite.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're useless.
You think, ha.
Yeah, you just gotta chomp. Like we can't even chomp.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just like trying to think of. Sorry, seeing a zombie come at you with no bottom jaw, like I wouldn't be stressing.
Yeah.
And like, just kind of thinking off the cuff here, but do zombies ever get full?
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
They must.
yeah. I mean, in
Yeah.
some books that like deal with zombies, they'll talk about that, and they'll be like, their guts will burst open because they're just, they continue eating and stuff like that, or
Because
Yeah, like it's
they don't have an active digestive system. So what happens, right?
they have to get full at some point, because sometimes they'll just bite someone and just move on.
Yep.
Other times they're just sticking around and just
Yeah.
they clean the bone.
Yeah, they pull people apart.
Yeah. So there's food for thought.
Yeah.
I wish you guys have seen this movie, because I don't know if it was an Easter egg or an editing mistake or something. But there's a scene where, spoiler, I guess, they're escaping. Okay, they open a safe, they're trying to escape, and there's this one random shot where a zombie comes around the corner and gets shot, and its eyes just like really briefly glow electric blue,
Okay.
which kind of caught me off guard. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that was weird. Maybe they're kind of foreshadowing something. And then later on, there's escaping the casino, and one of the characters, he's a YouTuber, he's just a really good shot.
Yeah.
He's good at killing zombies. He shoots a zombie, and when its face blows open, it looks like the Terminator underneath, like a cyborg.
Yeah, that's weird.
And I thought they were leading to something, but
yeah.
it never went anywhere. So I don't know if it's like a nod to something or an Easter egg, or
Yeah.
it was really strange.
Who
that
knows?
is
So
weird.
if you've seen the movie, rewatch those scenes if you didn't see that.
Maybe we're going to find out Snyder's going to direct the next Terminator.
Maybe.
Yeah, like maybe he is hinting to something, but he's like,
But that's been in production hell
Trying to
since
think.
2004.
Yeah. that's-
So, sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just saying that Batista's in it. He seems to be popping up a lot. He's
not
one of the
bad.
wrestlers that actually kind of made the crossover successfully.
Yeah. But well, one interesting fact about Army of the Dead, there's a zombie tiger,
Okay.
which it's the tiger. It's Siegfried and Roy's tiger.
Okay.
That's now a zombie.
I look.
Yeah.
For some shots, they used an actual tiger just in makeup,
Yeah.
but it was mostly CG. But the tiger they used as a reference to animate the CG tiger was one of Carol Baskin's.
No, really?
Yeah.
It all comes back to.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they used
Actually, side note, like segue here for speaking Carol Baskin and tigers and stuff. I guess Tiger King's sanctuary, like they actually just rescued all of the animals from there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was just in the news. They went in and did like a full raid.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're going. I hope it's not going to Carol Baskin, but they're taking they took everything away from him.
He'll never finally actually recover from it.
I'll never find it. I wonder. Okay, I'm gonna cut that into here
Yeah.
and just see if YouTube gets us in trouble.
I think a small clip.
Yeah, it's like what?
Yeah,
I think it's good.
See small
3
clips and stuff. Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
Should be okay.
Oh my God. I am never gonna financially recover from this.
But yeah,
Man.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
But Army of the Dead, it's okay.
Yeah. It's
It's
like a
not-
6, 5.
Yeah, I'll give it a 5.
Yeah. Okay.
It's really predictable.
Yeah.
Zombies are apparently just terrible for wasting food.
Yeah, for sure.
And again, I don't even feel comfortable calling them zombies. They're more like orcs.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
Yep.
Do I recommend it? I don't know.
Is it like a background movie? Throw it on and then
Yeah, if you
wash
got
your
some-
dishes.
Yeah, if you got
Other
some
things,
laundry to
yeah.
do. Or
Yeah. Okay.
If you don't see it, you're not missing much.
Yeah.
Just saying.
In terms of stuff I've watched recently, there's the sci-fi series on Netflix, Dark Matter. I
Dark
think it ran
Matter,
from
yeah.
like 2014 to 2017. It's okay. It's like a decent.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
If you're looking for something sci-fi, kind of. Again,
Well,
it's-
literally sci-fi. It's on that station.
yeah,
Channel.
Sci-fi or whatever. Yeah, but if you're looking for like something non-mainstream,
Yeah.
it's okay sci-fi.
Yeah, it's not super high budget.
Fair.
It's-
Yeah, I
liked it.
I think it might have been filmed in BC. Like some of the extras and stuff, and some of the accents that I've noticed by the actors. So I kind of think it might have been filmed in BC. So I could be wrong.
wicked.
Though. Yep. So if you're looking for, like I said, looking for sci-fi, check that out.
Yeah, sci-fi.
Yeah.
Man, they make good shows and then just cancel them way too early.
Yeah.
I hate that. It's the worst.
It really is.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Well, if you want to move on to that's the thing.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I don't really have one, but okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
For me, I recently discovered like like the Thunderbirds, like the puppets, right?
Yeah.
So apparently there's like a small studio that currently like has the rights to them, and they've made like some 50th anniversary type things with the puppets. So apparently when the pandemic hit, like their studio closed down, so they started filming episodes like in their flat, like their London apartment, of not the Thunderbirds. They just like grabbed like a bunch of extra puppets that they've had and just made a sci-fi show and put it on YouTube.
Nice.
Like they show pictures of like their sets. It's like the middle of their living room, and there's like a metallic console behind them. Looks like they're on a spaceship. So it's like super low budget. Like the scripts aren't like super great or anything, but it's just a project they've done. So yeah, if you're interested in like the Thunderbirds,
In Thunderbird,
yeah, or
marionettes.
or sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's very like 70s. Like the way that they do it is like this Thunderbird type.
Lots of Evil Knievel looking kind of outfits.
Pretty much, it's like they're on a spaceship that uses atomic fuel rods and stuff like that. It's like it's not hard sci-fi by any means, but it's like we have some leftover puppets. We're gonna make a series while we're in lockdown. Here you go. It's like Nebula 75, I think the series is called. It's on YouTube.
Nice.
Yep.
I love that.
Another movie we referenced in a previous episode.
Yep.
That just came out on Shudder. So I guess Amazon Prime too, but you probably have to rent it. Psycho Gorman.
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Really good movie.
Been meaning to watch that myself. Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
If you're into 1980s sci-fi, fantasy, D&D,
Yeah.
if you play Warhammer, you're gonna love this movie. It's really funny. Not all the jokes land. Some of them are kind of corny.
Yeah.
Not like a super high budget movie, but it's kind of the point because it's playing into
It's playing into the schlock.
But oh my god, the aliens in this movie are amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pause to fill the screen with as many images as I can find online right about now.
Those are amazing.
Right? Look
Yep.
at these things. Look at this. But yeah, no, it's like, the costumes and the makeup and the prosthetics are incredible.
Yeah. I've seen stills from it. Like I said, I've been meaning to watch it. It's Canadian, right?
I'm not sure.
I think it is.
It is Canadian.
Yeah.
If it is, then well done, Canada,
Yeah.
because that movie is fantastic. If you've seen Turbo Kid,
Yep.
you're going to like this. If
Ooh,
you like
okay.
Stranger Things, you'll probably like this. It's wacky, it's goofy, lots of aliens, tons of gore.
Yep.
Well, maybe not tons of gore, but
A bit.
yeah.
I mean, for a
there's-
movie called Psycho Gorman, there has to be
yeah,
some.
there's some for
Like-
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was incredible.
Okay.
Nice.
It was a good palate cleanser after watching Army of the Dead.
Okay. Rachel, you said you had something for that's the thing?
Yeah, okay, so I had to fact check this, and apparently from everything that I've sourced, it's legit. Did y'all know that Pepsi, like the company, Coke versus Pepsi, they for a while they had the 6th largest military in the world.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard about that. After the USSR went under, like, they bought some subs.
Yeah, they what was it? They had they bought billions of dollars worth of Pepsi, the USSR, by trading the submarines and like military ships and a ton of vodka.
Yep.
And they just wanted Pepsi, and so they're like, okay, we'll give you this if you give us that. They were like, okay. And then like PepsiCo like kept like all of the military stuff for a while, and then they're like, you know what? Like, we don't actually need this, so they sold it for like scrap recycling or
The
something.
cola wars could have turned out very differently.
Oh my god, right? Like, but could you imagine though? Just like you're the CEO of Pepsi, and the USSR is like, hey, instead of us paying you, do you want some subs and like vodka and military stuff so we could get some Pepsi? Like, what?
Well, there was a point, I think it was like probably 20 years ago at this point, where the Russian government was so broke, they had to pay their teachers in vodka. Fun fact.
What would you
That's
do
pretty
with
bad.
that though?
Well, you either
You
drink it or
trade it.
barter.
Yeah.
I guess, hey.
Things were rough after the fall of the Iron Curtain.
Wasn't it that long ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay.
Oh, so that's the thing?
Yeah.
World Chase Tag?
Yeah.
How's it going?
First round of semifinals just finished.
Nice.
Hollywood Free Runners took it.
Yeah. Are they your team?
No, I'm going Apex.
Okay.
But Hollywood Free Runners, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
It's an entire
Good to
team
know.
of stuntmen, like Hollywood stuntmen.
Whoa.
That would be like if you were putting together a tag team.
Yeah.
What, a tag team?
That's your go-to.
Yeah.
But yeah, Apex still
Still Apex in your
still
heart?
looking good. Still
Yeah.
looking strong, man.
Nice.
I'm in it. I'm in it to win it.
Wild.
Yeah. Well, if anyone have anything else they want to talk about?
Let's see.
Well, Chris is. He's the man today.
I even got sticky notes.
He's got.
Wow.
I'm running out of paper.
Yeah. You need a new notebook.
Yeah.
We need to get sponsored soon.
Come on,
Yeah,
Wade
c-
Shadow Legends.
Come on, MeUndies. I know that you're still sponsoring stuff.
You know what?
How that helped with the notebook situation, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
You good? That's it. All right.
That's a wrap.
Well, thank you for watching this episode of Media Minute. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We're on BitChute as well.
Don't forget BitChute.
Yeah.
I should make a graphic for that.
check BitChute.
And yeah, for Media Minute, I'm Michael Forward.
I got nothing funny to say this time.
Okay.
I'm Rachel Edge.
See you next time.